Well, if you're in the market for some new wheels this year, we've got some great advice to keep you from getting taken for a ride. Ben Spatafora is here from CarCostCanada. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You know, obviously, a lot of people just got through Christmas and they're in a new year. They're starting things fresh. Is this a good time to buy, or when's the best time of the year to buy?
That's a great time of year to buy, because what's happening right now, the manufacturers have their old models that are maybe still hanging around, so they have great incentives available. But also they want to start 2013 on a great pace as well. So great time to buy.
Okay, so I'm going into a dealership, and you know, I might not know everything about cars because the typical buyer probably doesn't. So how do I make that person, that salesperson, know that I know what I'm talking about?
Being informed. And by being informed, there's two components. The first component is product knowledge. Manufacturers have great websites that tell you all about it, so you can learn about it, but also the financial portion of it. And that best way to be able to buy a car, to be informed, is to have a wholesale price report. That price report tells you the costing information, has the incentives that may be available, both advertised or not, as well as the lease and finance rates. And that way, when you're informed, you'll be able to converse with that dealer on a level playing ground. So you
can compare all of the, you know, apples to apples, right, in that way. When you're talking about knowing everything kind of before you get through that door, you know, should you have several quotes from other dealerships as well, just to kind of show, hey, this is what I can get for this at this place and that have you?
It's good to be a comparison shopper. I wouldn't recommend, you know, turning to, 10 different dealerships, but perhaps you might want to participate with your local dealership and maybe one just a little bit further away, so that you can compare as to whether or not the other dealer wants to, shall we say, earn your business.
Does it work to pit one against another? Have you seen that works?
I wouldn't say to pit one against the other. Again, with that wholesale price report, you're informed, and therefore you'll be able to understand as to what the local dealer wants versus the other dealer.
And that's specifically what CarCanada does. You do those wholesale price reports for
that's
people.
Correct.
And you can just go to your website and sort of sign up for that?
Yes, you can sign up, and with that sign up is a lifetime membership, and you're able to build and price 10 different models, so that you'll get a nice cross-reference of the vehicles that you may be interested in.
You know, in previous years, when you talk to your parents and they say, oh, you know, I went in and paid cash for my car and that kind of thing, are people doing that anymore, or is it more effective and efficient for a buyer to go in and get some of that financing?
Yes, there's no doubt. Manufacturers have made it very attractive to buy a new car today in the form of incentives as well as in the form of interest rates. So you're right. My mom and dad may have bought cash, but today at 0% finance, it's best to keep your money in your jeans, so to speak, and use the manufacturer's funds.
And, you know, we see a lot of people getting into the new market, right? Is it, you know, new versus used? Is there a comparison about that as well in your wholesale price report?
There's not a comparison, but at the very least you can tell what the cost of that new car is, and then you can also compare it to what you may have had experience with your existing car. And once you do that comparison, then you might say that, you know, a new car is a good way to go. You
know, and there's always that talk, right? As soon as you drive it off the lot, it depreciates, right? So that's when people have to weigh that option, right?
True, but most of us don't sell the car the moment we walk off the dealership lot.
Of course. Ben, thank you so much. Some great tips. Good to have you here. Back right after this.